All right, let's see if I can hear myself. I can. Ooh. Little uneven back here. I might have to trim a little. It's hard to trim in the back. I'm literally eyeing myself. Yeah, it's fine. For a self haircut. For a self haircut, I think it's fine. Anyways, hello everyone. Yeah, I had to cut my hair last night. It was getting too much of a mess. It's adequate. It's not fantastic, but I can touch it up if I want to. You know, it's better than last night, I'll tell you that. Hello, everyone. Hey, Sarah Joy and Linda Belker are modding. All right. Kangaroo Island was here first.
Sorry,
Oops, that's Siri. Siri's going crazy. Kangaroo Island got here first. Melissa McQueen, Lynn Downey, Zipper, Billy Alethea Scout, Fiat Lux in Sweden, 3:19 a.m. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Andrew Doolittle. Dave Moss, Strange Reverend Bogey Canwell, Melissa McQueen, April Coco, Jackie Morgan, Josie, Denise Horton, Strange Reverend. I think I said that already. Maybe I didn't. Lynn Downey, Polly, Apocalypse No, Mark H and NC, MSU Kiwi, Be Kind, Ryan the Gamer, Sonic, Daniel Boberson. Wow, Pinochet is not lurking. Pinochet came into the chat. Lisa Remo, Jack, Darren Markley, The Princess, Pete Mercy, Oric 3D, Rascally Rabbit, Madison. No, Jack, the moving has not been decided. It'll get decided soon. I gotta decide it in the next month or so, but I'll let you know. Wendy Sirma, Sirna. Apocalypse. Thank you, CDN Girl Forever. Jujubee, Kristen J, Sicilian, ENKW, 12 Tree, Joe Hart, Rascally Rabbit, Ibby Dibby, Chris S, Brandon Johnson, Real One, Laverne Thompson is here, Jody Ross, Southern Stitcher, Darth Tater, Bogey, Miss Pac-Man, Carlos Rosa, Kelly Song is here. All right, so it is Sunday night. As I'm sure you know, it's Sunday night. At least where I am. And we are live. We are live. Betsy's Barn is here. Hello, Betsy's Barn. Getting gray, Pete Mercy. I've been gray for years. The gray hair isn't new. TJ is here. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I just remembered I have my blood tests on Tuesday. My follow-up tests about my thyroid to see if there's anything wrong. That's Tuesday morning. So I'll be getting up bright and early on Tuesday for that. Fun. Get up early. Gotta do it, though. Anyways. I forgot about that. Then my fantasy football draft is Tuesday night. I've been in the same fantasy football league with friends of mine since 2003, I think. 2003. This might be the 19th year. So luckily I've never had breaking news when the fantasy football draft happens. Because if you have breaking news and if I can't do the fantasy football draft, then the auto picker picks for you. And who knows who the auto picker is going to pick. So we'll see if I luck out again this year. Rick Hoppy is here. Rick says, I was salt and pepper, then I was gray. One day I woke up and my hair was all white. Oh, is tomorrow Labor Day? Erica with a heart is here. No, Josh Z is not in this league. Brandon had Alvin Kamara last year. Nice. You know, when you don't go into an office, when you work from home, you don't have as much attention on holidays like Labor Day. It is tomorrow, Labor Day. Okay. Natalie Merced is here. Queen of the South is here. Daniel Terrell is here. Josh Kinder is here. Linda says every day is labor less day when you're retired. Satpal Gill is here. Quiana Capri is here. Mantronics is here. Lynn Downey says 68 in Iowa. Very nice. All right, we are live. We are here. We are live streaming Sunday night. I don't think that's really Sean TV. I think that's an imposter. I don't think that's really Sean. I think that's an imposter. I think it's actually spelled wrong. I think that's not even how he spells his name. Yeah, I'm going to double check, but I don't even think that's how he spells his name. What a bad troll. Couldn't even spell the name right. Thank you, mods. The mods are on it. The mods are on it. Jamie Del Val says, I have power and internet here in Louisiana, so now I can watch you. Hey, Jamie, I'm glad you got your power back. Some folks in Louisiana have gotten power back. Some folks have not. Some folks, it's going to be weeks. Depends on where you live. Jamie says most don't have power back there. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So I was doing my usual, I took a walk this afternoon in my barefoot shoes because I'm trying to. Chris Lund is here. Chris says it was 102 there in Austin. Welcome, Chris Lund. Queen of the South. Oh my gosh, Chipotle fun. Thank you, Queen of the South. That's so nice of you. That's so nice of Queen of the South. Wow. Very generous of you, Queen of the South. Thank you. Very nice of you. I'll earmark it for Chipotle. I just went yesterday, so it'll probably be a little while before I go again. I was going to cook for myself tonight. I was going to get like some chicken breast and just cook it, and I went to Publix. I walked over to Publix, and the sign on the door said, Publix closed for tonight because of power outage. But the power was on. There was a weird thing where at one point there were a lot of fire engines outside of Publix. They had some weird thing go happen at Publix today. Something with the power. So anyways, I couldn't get my groceries. And then I was going to have to drive to the grocery store, and I was hungry, and I was like, that's it. I can't overthink this. So I just drove to Muya, and I just had a burger and fries, which I love it, but I don't like to have it too often. But then also next to Muya is a grocery. So I got some chicken breast after Muya, and the chicken breast is in the fridge. So tomorrow I can make my chicken breast, see? So I'll just have it tomorrow instead of today. It's already in the fridge. But it was just closed. There's a sign on the door. It said closed. I knew that if I actually drove to the grocery instead, and by the time I got back here and everything and started cooking, I'd start crashing because it had been a while since I'd eaten, and I knew if I took too long to eat, it wasn't going to be pretty. So I was just like, I got to get some food now. It had gotten to that point. This is how I have to live my life. I have to make sure I don't go too long without eating. So that's why I just went and got some Muya and was done with it. Bogey says they could have lost phase 2 power for the fridges. Yeah, I was thinking maybe they lost power for the registers, or like you said, the fridges or something, not the overhead lights. Usually around here it's not too bad on Sunday night. Shiver Me Timber says, I crashed the same way. Linda, it rained a little here, just like every single day over the summer. It rains a little bit. It was pretty sunny today, though. It was pretty nice most of the day. I took a walk again, my barefoot shoes. I actually, you know what I did today? I went over to like a big field of grass at the park. And I just took my shoes off and I just walked around barefoot. I actually think that's a good way to strengthen my feet. It's supposed to be. But it's different. It's different than walking even with the barefoot shoes on, to really walk barefoot. So I probably spent like a half an hour walking barefoot on the grass. I can't do it on the asphalt, but I can do it on the grass. I don't know. I don't know if my feet are too far gone that I'll ever be able to walk like pain-free on cement again, even with shoes on. Like I literally can't walk on sidewalks without pain at this point, even with shoes on. That's how bad it is. or stand on a hard surface. So this is why I'm doing my foot strengthening stuff to try to get to that back. But I don't know if it's going to work. It's possible that my feet have just degenerated to a point where if I had to stand up for work like right now, I couldn't like work. I might like put in for disability. I'm serious because I can't stand on hard surfaces now. But this is why this is why it was a crisis. But like a hardwood floor or cement, I can't just stand on it without pain in my feet. And I can't walk on it either without pain in my feet. I mean, I can walk around a little bit, but it's still tender. It's not just pain-free. So I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe a year from now I'll be a lot better. Maybe a year from now I'll be like, well, it's the same. I don't know what's going to happen. It's pretty bad though. Right, West Talk says you have to keep doing the exercises and you have to keep, practicing with barefoot walking and in your barefoot shoes to strengthen your feet. Exactly. Baby steps, says Seta. It's so funny though because you're out there and you're trying to walk, and practice walking. Then you see all these people doing the most normal thing in the world, walking on, the sidewalk or walking on concrete. And you're like, how are they doing this? How are these people? Do these people have bionic feet? But the thing is, they're just doing what the vast majority of people can do. But you're like, oh my gosh, these people walking on the sidewalk. Marzel is here. Yeah, Carlos, I think it is getting a little better. It's just, I think it might be a long road. No, I'm not going to go to disability. What I said is, if my line of work required me to stand on hard surfaces, I couldn't do it right now. But my line of work right now does not require me to stand on hard surfaces. But if you want to strengthen your feet, you got to do strengthening. You have to do exercises, and you have to walk barefoot, walk with minimalist shoes. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my feet have gotten so bad. We'll just see what happens with them. It's amazing how bad they got. D years says, being on oxygen, I see so many things people do, and I used to do but can't now. Muse is here. At least I can run. I can still run on the treadmill. I can run all right. That's different than walking on a hard surface. It's different. So at least I can still do that. I can walk on the grass fine. I can walk on my bare feet on the grass totally fine. It's just the hard surfaces, the hardwood floor, and asphalt. It's totally different. Yeah, Tony, I'll mention your video in a little bit. I got your video. I wrote down to mention it. I'm lucky though. I mean, I'm lucky if again, a lot of people, if they had feet like I have, wouldn't be able to work. I'm just lucky I don't have a job that requires me to stand on hard surface. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Ms. E says, I walk barefoot a lot and I still get cramps on the bottom of my feet. If I walk on concrete with tennis shoes on, I'd rather work barefoot, but I can't. No, yeah, Chris Lund, I couldn't work as an Amazon warehouse employee. I couldn't do a lot of things right now. Like I was in the FedEx store the other day because I had to mail a return. And I was like, I couldn't work here because you have to stand. I couldn't be standing on the hard floor. Mantronics has worn minimalist footwear for years. Mick Jen is here. On the road heading back to Maine. Drive safe. It's weird though, like, because I still, even like a few months ago, I could still walk in my old shoes and my old inserts. Now I can't even do that. Now they would drive me crazy. But it kind of just all fell apart. It just reached this point where I couldn't walk anymore. I mean, I couldn't walk on concrete anymore. I walked a lot today. My steps meter. My steps meter for today is at 13,618 steps, 5.6 miles. Now that's not all. My walk, I probably walked for an hour and a half and walked a good, 3.5 miles on my walk. But I was like, walking at the grocery store and walking to and from my car and stuff like that. So I clearly can walk. I'm certainly walking a lot. It's not pain-free walking. It's actually more steps because I don't carry this around with me like at home. So when I walk across the room, I don't carry it with me. Chris says he's going up to his 8,000 steps a day. Well, I took a big walk. The majority of that is the big walk I took in the afternoon. Yeah, I just have an iPhone. It comes with a health app. It tracks your steps automatically. I didn't install a special app. It's the health app. It's the heart icon. If you just click on your health app, it'll tell you how many steps you took and what distance you've walked and all that kind of thing. Some other statistics, what your average step length is. Oh, Westhawk, thank you. Thanks, Westhawk959. I appreciate that. Thanks for your support. From Westhawk. Is Jenny's Books and Vlogs here? Jenny's Books and Vlogs donated last time. I missed the donation. I got to thank them. Jeff Curry is here. Welcome. Jeff watches on Facebook a lot of the time. If that's real Jeff Curry and not fake Jeff Curry. I don't think it's fake Jeff Curry. No, JG Mail, I don't need any more devices. I don't need a stretching strap. I need to just strengthen my feet. D Year's got a handheld magnifying glass today. Maybe I'll get one. I still have that giant magnifying glass light sitting here. I gotta give it to Goodwill. just taking up space here. And I can't return it because nobody ever told me who sent it to me. Nobody ever told me who sent it to me. Darren says, how does it track your steps? It has some sort of, there's GPS on the device, first of all. Like, it tracks it can track your location. So a way it could track your distance walked is just with the GPS, I assume. But also there's some sort of device on it that can sense when the phone's going up and down. I don't know exactly how that works. But it has that technology in it. Oh, thanks to Arizona Jumper. Thank you, Arizona Jumper. Yeah, I cut my hair last night. It was too much of a mess, so I said I have to cut it. I cut my hair at like 3 a.m. But I got it done. It was a productive evening. Then at least I don't feel like just a giant mess anymore. I think I need to I might need to clean it up a little bit, but fine. Sonic says the phones have an accelerometer that can identify footsteps. Here, Business Insider. Apple's iPhone can track how many steps you take. Using an accelerometer and other high-tech sensors, your iPhone can detect when you are walking and how much, using data based on the speed and movement of the phone. An accelerometer measures acceleration, I guess. A device that measures acceleration or motion of a structure. I don't know how this one works in the phone. It's cool technology, though. Paula has an app on her phone that counts her steps. Yeah, it's just a cool thing. It really, you can look at it. Like if you're taking the steps and you look down and you take 20 steps, the number of steps will go up by 20. You can just follow it live on your phone. Chris says you bounce when walking. John A. says, I have a large, and PD says, I have a large magnifying glass on a floor lamp I have. So anyways, if you didn't know, your phone might be able to track your steps. If you have an iPhone, it can track your steps. It's cool. Jeff Porter is here. Denise Horton's going to download is it pedometer app? Is that what it would be? Chris has goals set on his. Hello, TT. Sonic says recent Androids also have foot tracking technology. Footstep tracking technology. Cecilian, one of the exercises I've been doing which is recommended, is one leg heel raises. You do them a certain way, but your one leg heel raises is a highly recommended exercise. JGmail, I have blinds on the windows. I can close the blinds if I'd like. When I go to sleep, I close the blinds. Hey, Pina Ferron is here. If we need to get in touch with Sal, it's good because Sal Manila, because Pina is here. And Pina knows Sal's friend. So we weren't on agenda-free TV this weekend. You know, sometimes news events happen that are agenda-free TV news events, and sometimes there's not. So this weekend there was not. You never know. You never know how long it's going to be. The previous week we were really busy. For like a week or so, we were really busy. I mean, we didn't do a Lookner broadcast for 8 days recently. So you just never know. You never know what's going to come up. Ooh, no. Chetzar, I did not know that Primus is doing live shows playing A Farewell to Kings. I love A Farewell to Kings. I'm going to have to look that up. Chetzar. I'm a big fan of A Farewell to Kings. I used to play some of the songs on drums on A Farewell to Kings. Here it is. Chetzar. Primus tears through Rush's A Farewell to Kings in entirety on tribute tour. I had no idea. Rush kicked off their when was this? Oh, last month. Their Rush tribute tour. I should watch some of these videos. That's very cool. Hey, thanks, Chetzar. I didn't know about that. I'll have to check out the videos. Gonna write myself a note. Thank you, Chetzar. I used to play drums. When I was younger. Jeff Curry. Oh, Jeff, that's very nice of you. Very generous of you. Jeff Curry, wow. Jeff normally watches on Facebook. And he's a regular giver of Facebook stars. So Jeff really supports the channel a lot. But Jeff, man. Jeff, that's so nice of you, Jeff Curry. Thank you. That's from Jeff Curry. He's one of the Facebook regulars. We have a few Facebook people here. Like Roxanne Betke and Kay Bhatti. They're sometimes in the chat. They're two of our moderators on Facebook. They're sometimes in this chat. I'm trying to think of... Laverne Thompson, who's in this chat, watches the news on Facebook. So thank you again, Jeff Curry. Thanks, Jeff. And thank you, Jeff, for all your support. That's really kind of you, Jeff. Much appreciated. So nice of Jeff. Thanks for always being there in the Facebook chat too, Jeff. Jeff says, I used to watch from YouTube. He switched over. Sometimes that happens. We sometimes have viewers that go from one platform to another. Zipper used to watch on Facebook more. West Hawk, there's an old, about like 3 months ago, there was an old Genesis video that came out in 4K, like a restored Genesis concert video from 1971. It sounds like you like Phil Collins, but you should try to check that out if you haven't, because it's amazing. Weewick, oh my God. Weewick, you know better. Weewick, you've been watching for years, and yet you break the rules. I just don't understand it. Weewick, you have been watching so much. There's just no way you don't know the rules. It's not possible that you don't know the rules. And you just textbook violated the rules. I just can't imagine. Phil Collins was a good drummer. In the video I'm talking about, he's just basically playing drums. He's not. I mean, Peter Gabriel is singing. This is it. If you Google Genesis 4K video, you get Genesis Live Bataclan, France, 1973. It's in 4K. I can watch it in like 1440 here on my monitor, but the quality of the video is amazing. Yeah, see, Genesis concert film. Watch a newly restored Peter Gabriel era Genesis concert. Anyways, the quality is, I'm not even a huge Genesis fan, but the quality is so amazing of the video. It's unbelievable. Jeff says, I like smaller groups, so I watch from Facebook. Chedzar says, Phil Collins is an amazingly proficient drummer. People who only know him for a solo career don't realize it. Tony says he has the old songs of Supper's Ready and The Knife. I've heard Supper's Ready because it's on that video. Oh, Josh Z is here. Hey, good to see you, Josh Z. How is everything going, Josh Z? What's going on? Are there new videos coming up, Josh Z? Let's see what Josh has to say. Peter Kuzland is here. Clay Sells is here. Yep, John Bonham. Amazing. Donovan Burrell is here. Peter Gabriel sang the song Sledgehammer. He was famous for that. He was In Your Eyes. You look up Sledgehammer and In Your Eyes, Chris, on the web. You'll know them. But he used to be the lead singer for Genesis. But you'll know those songs. Hey, before I forget, if you want to watch one of Tony's performances at the Minneapolis State Fair, I'm gonna. There's K-Fan, the radio station, posted a link. There's Tony right there, and it's a performance. I can't play the copyrighted music on the air, but it's a dueling banjos with Kenny and then the personality, I guess, common man from K-Fan. But they actually posted the performance. See? Hold on a second here. Let me just show you the end. If I do this.
You and I have to take this thing on the road.
Oh, definitely.
You remember?
See, that's Tony right there. That's Tony right there.
We've worked at Glencoe Garage Guys Garage back all those years ago. I
Right.
think, you know what I'm thinking? This is what I'm really thinking. I'm thinking you and I ought to take this thing on the road.
Oh, definitely.
You remember Bob Hope, Bing Crosby? They went out on the road. I think that's what we might need to do. Mouth guitar
agree.
guy.
So I'm going to post the link to it if you want to watch the performance. Here's the link. Link to Tony's performance. I just posted it in Twitter. I just posted it in the chat. Just posted. Very cool. Thanks, Tony, for letting me know about the link.
It's that time.
Here, I'll play you before they sing. I'll play you before they perform. I mean,
We end every state fair Common Man program with Mouth Guitar Guy coming up to take center stage. Mouth Guitar Guy and I will be performing. How many people are familiar with the song Dueling Banjos? Dueling Banjos from the movie Deliverance. And so this isn't really Dueling Banjos. We do the same song, but we
see, that's Tony right there. There you go. So again, I posted the link. You can check out the performance. Linda is watching on Twitter. I'm glad they got the video. We were wondering if there's going to be any video. Josh Z says, new videos soon, running into the copyright police. Yeah, I hear you. I hope you can get them up soon, Josh Z. I still have to watch. It's so bad. I haven't even watched. I want to watch the rest of the Rivers videos, the camp videos. Art Garden is here. Oh, Josh C says he has more camp videos after his time. Interesting. Yeah, I really need to watch them. Try to do that in the next couple days. Terry, I posted a tweet a few days ago about ABBA doing a reunion. Hey, Ervik Sonder, thank you, Ervik Sonder. I appreciate that. No, I haven't used the new tongs yet because I have to wash them. I got to put them in the dishwasher. I'm waiting to do a dishwashing load. I'll probably do a dishwasher load tomorrow because I think I'm going to cook some chicken. So I will wash the tongs then. I don't even know who sent me the tongs. Hey, thanks Sarah Joy and Linda Belk. They are modding right now. Oh, Jenny Lassiter is here. See Unseen is here. Judy Socket is here. Okay, so... By the way, there's been, it was almost a lights crisis tonight because the Melpo lights, the floodlights I have back here that I bought, like, you know, when I got those when I was living in Atlanta. So it's probably a year and a half ago. Actually, yeah, probably like around a year and a half ago. They came with two remotes. and only one of the remotes still works, and it barely works. And I just kind of ignore the problem. But tonight, neither remote worked. So for like 5 minutes, I was like, I have no way of turning the lights on. So I need to I need to like write to the company now. I need to write to the company before they break, because if they break, I have no way of turning the lights on. It's kind of annoying. These are very flimsy remotes. The one problem, the lights are great, and the lights seem very well built. The remotes are just, and I don't even know how to change the batteries in them. Like, there's no obvious way to change a battery in it. There's like a little thing at the bottom that comes out or something. I don't know. I don't even know if I still have the manual to these things. The manual was like microscopic text and not well written. So I don't know what I need to do here. But I got to figure it out because when the second remote stops working, there'll be no more light. The remote should not have died already. I mean, it's not going to use the lights that much. But I don't even know where to put the batteries. So I don't know if it's a watch battery. It's some sort of battery, but it's not even clear how you put it in. It looks like there's some kind of slot at the bottom, but it's not clear how to get the slot open and, you know. Oh, thank you, Tony. Tony says he performs an All Six Common Man program at the Apple Podcasts, so you can hear more of his performances there. Hey, thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. See, this is what the back of the holder looks like. See that right there? Kind of hard to see. I need to use my flashlight on my phone. This is where I need that magnifying glass. I really need to buy myself a magnifying glass. I might just buy it. What does it say? Oh, now I can see it. I can actually see it. Now I can see it. It's like, it's very hard to see. Release. There's some sort of battery. CR 2025. Open, push, release. Boy, it's a confusing picture. Anyways, this in theory opens somehow, but it was not clear to me how. This opens up, and then, oh, I think I got it. I got it. Oh, there it is. I got it. Steve figured it out. Look. I need to get some of these batteries. Oops. There goes my battery. Well, I guess I got to get some more of these batteries. I assume it's the battery and not the remote that's going. Which is the one that works? That's it. That's the one that works. Zipper says dollar store has them. Maybe on Amazon they're cheaper. I've bought batteries before on Amazon. Let's see. Did I ever buy 2025 batteries? I've bought 2032s before. These are not 2032s. It says 2025. It's a different one. 2025 battery. Amazon. Oh, Duracell sells them. Amazon Basics sells them. Interesting. Amazon Basics sells 2 for $4.51. Duracell sells 2 for $5.48. I ordered some Duracell batteries from some AA batteries from Amazon, and not from a third-party seller, from Amazon, and I think I got a bad batch or a fake batch because they have not worked well. And then there's some people in the reviews of the battery say, they think they're fake. But it's from Amazon. It's not from a third-party seller. But it was like a 15 pack. I go through AA batteries. I use them in my some of my remotes and my mice, my trackballs. But it's like a bunch of them just were lasting like a week. So I think I got either a fake batch or something. So I went and I bought some at Target, at the Target store. I was in the Target store and I bought some batteries there. It was too late to return the Amazon ones because it's been like 8 months or something like that. Beth likes Costco for batteries. Maybe I should just order the... Ooh, there's 4. Hold on, they sell 4 of them. You can get 4 of them for like $5 supposedly. Yeah, the Amazon Basics ones are expensive. There's Energizer. They have Energizer, 4 of them for $6. Then they have Duracell. No, I'm not seeing that. Maybe I'll order the Energizer ones. The Duracells are more expensive. Oh, what is this one? Hold on. I'll show you one of them. I'll show you one of them. So this is the kind of one I'll need to get. Well, thanks for helping me figure it out. As an Amazon associate, I earned with qualifying purchases. Yeah, no, these say 2025 on the back. That's what the remotes say. You know, West Hawk says I could still complain to Amazon. It's possible. It's possible. I haven't tried. It's possible if I did customer service Amazon, I just said, look, these batteries are bad. Can I exchange them? They might do it because it's really bad. Chris says, I never know whether to buy off-brand batteries or name brand. I usually just buy name brand, but I'll buy like a big bunch of them, a big package of them. I've never had a problem getting batteries from Amazon before. That was the first time. Steve Edwards says, Duracell suck now. They used to be good. D. Years says, go with Duracell. Dollar store batteries don't last. Anyways, so... Oh, see, Michelle Sparks, your AFTV shirt is too small, so they should exchange it for free. I don't know if you ordered from Amazon or TeePublic, but I'm sure you can exchange it for a bigger size for free. Both of them will do that. Anyways. Well, what do they charge for 2 of them? They charge $6. Oh, is this? Oh, I'm not going to buy these. I'm not going to buy these. This is third-party seller. This is I take it back. I take it back on these. This is third-party seller. I will not be buying the Energizers unless I can get them from Amazon. These are sold by Amazon. Okay, I'm going to buy these. Two Energizers for $3.48, and it's sold by Amazon. Oh, I think I'm going to do that one. I think I'm going to do this one. Oh, and I can do subscribe and save. That's subscribe and save is only save 5%. I might do it though. And then I can always cancel the subscription if I don't need them. All right. I got to write this down. Oh, see, Michelle Sparks says she got the Amazon shirt. She loves the shirt. Yeah, they will exchange it. Awesome. Great. I'm happy to hear that, see, Michelle Sparks. Yeah, this is Prime eligible. probably do that. Oops. Maybe I'll do that and then we'll try it on the air. We'll try it on the air. That's what we'll do. We're going to try the battery on the air. I'll take care of that tonight. I don't think 348 isn't bad. See, Michelle Sparks, what you have to do is you have to contact Amazon customer service, do a chat with them, and explain what, and they'll probably just give you either they'll give you a shipping label, or they might just say, bring the shirt to like the UPS store, and the UPS store will mail it for you. So you just have to do a customer service chat. Or you can just click on return and just set it up that. You don't even have to do a chat. If you want, you can just set up a return and then just order another one. It's up to you. Right, Aravic says, we'll see if it's the battery or the remote when I get the batteries. I bet it's the batteries. I bet these don't come with great batteries. Yeah, these are the lights right here. These are the lights I use. We've talked about those before. I did a whole stream on them. Colored Lights Review. You can go find that on this channel. Colored Lights Review. See, it has there. You can see the remote. It has the remotes there. Oops, you can't see it right now. There's the remote. You can't see it. Anyway, trust me. The remotes are in the picture. Oh, Chris SCA or Chris S Canada. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, Chris S, so much. Thanks for your support, Chris. I'm glad you're enjoying the news coverage. Thank you, Chris S. I think it's Chris S Canadian flag, but when I look at the chat, I don't see the flag. I see the abbreviation for the country. So it says Chris SCA. Jeff Curry is having some issues with non-delivery from Amazon. I am sorry to hear that, Jeff. Yeah, Darth Tater, the thing about buying them at Publix, I bet at Publix they're like twice as much. So if I can just order them on Amazon. Also, I have some credit balance at Amazon, so I can use it up. All right, so that I'm going to do. I'm glad we figured that out. I'm glad we figured that out. Wonderful. Okay. I don't know why the person who ordered the giant desk magnifying glass lamp can't just tell me who they are. Because then I could exchange that for the one that would work better. And everything would be great. But no one will tell me. Okay. Oh, hey, Chris Lund sent a picture of Lady Bird Lake. Chris is in Austin. Chris was at Lady Bird Lake. I guess people were hanging out in the lake. This is Austin, Texas. Look what Chris sent in. I just saw this right now. Looks like a good party. That's what Chris was doing today. I just saw that right now. Thank you, Chris. Chris says it was so crowded. If I move, Austin is one of the places I would consider moving to. It's just more expensive. See, I can't. I gotta get the renewal notice from my building. They should have given it to me already, because then I'll know what it's going to cost to live here next year. But Austin would definitely be more expensive. But I don't know. Maybe they'll jack up my rent here a lot. So that's the problem, though. It's the Austin. The rents are much higher. Anyways, my lease is up in November 26th. Here go all the. No, we're not getting into moving suggestions. You're probably not going to suggest anywhere that I haven't already considered. I have been through this so many times. I don't think you're going to suggest anywhere that I haven't considered. No, the thing is, though, I'm not. Linda says there's cheap places here you can find them. But wherever I move, I have to get a certain kind of place because I work at home. I work at home and I do live video at home. So it really restricts the kind of place I can get. I can't just get any old cheap place. My life would be a lot easier if I could, but I can't. So, anyways, I will keep you posted. Fiber internet. I need fiber speed internet, Tammy. Nope, I can't live on the West Coast because the time zone would make covering news crazy. It's totally impractical. With my schedule, I would never wake up for news on the East Coast. Could you imagine? Yeah. 77 Pool Bob says the chat doctors have morphed into the chat movers, the chat moving consultants. So anyways, we've been through this all before. Oh, hey, thank you, Barb. Barb says Atkins cheesecake bar is fun. Well, thanks to who sent them in? Was it Honey Herzo? Thanks to Honey Herzo, I have the Atkins cheesecake bars from last time. But thank you, Barb Filer. That's very kind of you, Barb Filer. It'll go to either those or some other kind of food item. Thank you, Barb. Very nice of you. Really appreciate it. Barb Filer, thank you. Very nice of Barb. I have them in my stash for future live stream. Long news live stream. Yeah, so I've been saying this for months. I've been saying I'm not really thinking about it until I know what the offer is from my building. I need to know what the offer is in my building. Because right now I don't have anything, I don't have a comparison. You need to, if I can only compare this to something else if I know what this is going to be exactly. So I need to wait. It should be, the offer should send me, they thought they were going to get it to me this week. I should get it any time. I might get it tomorrow. A one-room rental attached to a home? See, Michelle Sparks? I need more than one room. Where am I going to live? Anyways, so I'm not mentally ready to figure it out yet. That's honestly the truth. I'm really not mentally ready to figure it out. When I get my renewal offer, that might make me mentally ready to figure it out. At this point, I am not mentally ready to figure it out. That's the honest truth. You know, sometimes you have to make a decision about something, and it clarifies the decision when you actually have to make it. When you actually run out of time, that can bring clarity to the situation. I assume that's going to happen more now, because right now I don't really feel like I want to decide right now. I think it'll figure itself out. Hey, Sharon Heberling is here. Chris Lund provided me with some helpful information about Austin. Should I decide to check it out? Chris says, I've seen some great incentives here. So we'll have to see. Sonic says, no worries. Many cities have their own loud Chipotle guy. Hey, this is from Carlos Rosa. Carlos sent in another bird video he took. That's Carlos's new bird video. He does a great job taking bird videos. Ooh, we got sound. That looks like the first bird. God, I'm flying away. Linda wants to go see them in person. Linda, if you're ever where Carlos is, maybe he'll let you sit outside in his yard and look at the birds. I think that was the same as the first bird. Some of you knew what kind that was. Carlos took it yesterday. What's the name of that bird? We talked about this. Yeah, Carlos, what part of the country is that? Painted bunting, says Linda. I think that's right. What part of the country is it? Weston, Florida. He's in Weston, Florida. So pretty. Linda says they have them in East Texas. He is west of Fort Lauderdale. See, all about birds. Painted bunting. All about birds. Such a pretty color scheme. April Coco says Weston is a nice neighborhood. Sherry says my sister sees them in her yard in Fort Lauderdale. Barbara Hella is here. Lisa Remo is here. Thank you, Barbara Hella. Barbara Hella. I'm planning on going for a run tonight. We'll see how that goes. The running has gone pretty well with my barefoot shoes and no inserts. I got to pick up the remaining packages tomorrow. There's some packages still at the UPS store you guys have sent. I'll pick those up. Yeah, I'm still lifting weights. I lifted weights last night. I usually do it like twice a week. I do the weights. Man, I was up last night. I was in the gym upstairs. You know, the gym is like this rubber flooring. And originally, before like a couple weeks ago, I would always have to use like a mat to stand on it because my feet would hurt. But I think my feet got a little bit better, you know, with the barefoot shoes and the exercises. So now I can stand on the floor when I don't use the mat. But sometimes it's still a little tender, you know, with my feet. But you know what I did at one point last night? I had my minimalist shoes on, you know, like these. Very minimal shoes. At one point, I just said, I'm going to see what happens if I take my shoes off. Because some people who go minimalist, they just like, if they do stuff like weights, they just do it in their bare feet. And I took my shoes off, and my feet felt so much better on the flooring upstairs. Because I didn't even realize this. The flooring has some give to it. It's like this rubber. It's rubber, but it does have some give. And I think the problem is, when I had my bare feet, I could actually feel the rubber, and I could feel that it had some give. But if there's too much cushioning, my feet don't like it. So even just having the minimalist shoes plus the cushioning, the natural cushioning in the floor is like too much for my feet. It feels best for my feet when I'm actually bare feet on the floor in the gym, as strange as that sounds. It was really weird. But you can find there's some people who you know, like barefoot run and do minimal shoes, and they say they prefer to lift weights barefoot. I mean, obviously you don't want to drop the weight on your foot, but it was interesting. Oh yeah, we still have Stax's package. Hey, we have Harry Melcongens here. In case you missed it, Harry and Phyllis called in last night. It was so fun. You can check that out on the last night's stream if you missed it. See unseen like soft star minimalist shoes. Soft star. I'll write them down to look into. I think at this point I have enough minimalist shoes. I have like a good range of them. Now it's just a question of whether my feet will strengthen to the point that it takes the pain away. This is the shoe that See Unseen like, Soft Star. Ooh, these are expensive, $170. They look pretty minimalist though. I haven't looked into them, but they have 0 drop, 6. Yeah, actually my shoes have a little less cushion than these. They look fairly similar to the Zeros though. They look cool. I got several of the Zero shoes paired because I have 2 different ones that I use for walking. Then I have I have 2 I'm trying for running, and then I have one kind of, it's like a gym casual shoe that I can just wear going out. So I think I have 5 of them right now. And I cycle through them. I wear them all at different times during the day. Also, you take a walk in one, and then it's like, you get a little sweaty or there's rain outside and it gets wet. So you want to have other ones. But there's and then I want to have one for running. So it's worth it to me to have them. Jeff says he lifts weights 12 ounces at a time. The weights have been good. It's weird. It's interesting when you lift the weights. I've been lifting weights for like probably 2.5 months now or something like that. 2.5, 3 months. And, it's interesting. You do the same exercises and just gradually the weights, like the dumbbell that seemed hard before, it gets lighter and you can switch to a heavier one. But it's very gradual. And it's not like you look at yourself and you're like, oh, I have these huge muscles now. It's just your body really does adjust to the weights. And gradually you lift ones that you couldn't lift before. But I'm certainly not lifting anything very heavy. I like the weights, so it's a good workout. It's like a different kind of workout. Use different muscles. Darren, they haven't fixed that loud noise at that building a few down the street. Maybe I'll message them again, but I don't believe it's been. Last time I walked down there, it wasn't fixed. So maybe I'll message them again. They only partially fixed the noise. There's still loud noise coming from the building over here, right near me, that never got fixed, which is annoying when I have my door open. It's not as loud as it was before, but it still hasn't been completely fixed. That's the one coming from like the broken AC system at the top. And I guess they still need a part. I got to call them up. And that's been broken for months. But it's annoying when you have the door open. But, it's just. I'm sure if I move, there'll be some new annoying noise. So I'll run tonight. I will do that. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna start practicing though walking actually barefoot. I like that I did that today. When I went out to like the grass and I actually took off my shoes and just walked barefoot. It felt like it was good for my feet and it would strengthen my feet. So I'm gonna do that again. Pumping Iron is very good. Pumping Iron, as Denise mentioned, Pumping Iron is a very good movie. I saw that years ago and I had never seen it. And I was like, wow, this is good. That's early Arnold Schwarzenegger bodybuilding. It's very good. Cindy, I've always liked working out, but for most of my life, I just would like play basketball. So I was working out, but it's just because I liked playing sports. When I played basketball, I didn't like go running. I would just play basketball. That was a great workout. But then when I got too old, I couldn't play basketball anymore. That's when I had to start like going to the gym and running on the treadmill and stuff. I do like to change the incline on my treadmill, but I have not started doing it yet because I've only run a few times with my barefoot shoes without my inserts. So for the moment, I'm keeping the treadmill flat. I don't want to start going too crazy. When I get more comfortable with the minimalist shoes on the treadmill, then I will start raising the height. But I am not changing the incline at the moment. No, I'm not swimming right now because when I started swimming, I wasn't taking my walks. Now I am walking every day to practice with the minimalist shoes. So I don't really have time for swimming. No, the running won't hurt my feet more. The running feels good. Because I'm running with the minimalist shoes. So I'm running differently than I did before. I'm not running with my old shoes and my inserts. No cushion shoes and no inserts. I think the running is good. It strengthens your legs. Oh yeah, Judy says Lou Ferrigno's in Pumping Iron. I haven't seen it in years, but I vaguely remember that. It's a really good movie. I'd watch that again sometime. The film made Schwarzenegger a household name. It is September 5th already. Wow. It's weird, I guess because I'm in Orlando. You don't really notice any kind of change in weather. It's still, 90 degrees every day. So, you don't really notice it being September. Here's our forecast. Every day. 90 and low of 76 every day. Look at how consistent the forecast is. 91 and 90 and 89 every day for high. 75 and 76 pretty much every day for low. Linda says, similar temps to Odessa, only we get cooler in the evening. Yeah, a lot of cloudy. It was pretty sunny today, though. I do like the warm weather, so that's fine with me. If any of you collect model trains, you might want to talk to John A. and Petey, because John A. and Petey collect model trains. John A. says this is his new acquisition, his new model train acquisition. I know John A. has a big model train collection. Very nice, John A. So if you like model trains, reach out to John A. and Petey. Tammy says her dad used to collect model trains. Our Tesla Video 4 says, I am in Sri Lanka. Wow. Linda says, I always wanted a Lionel train set. I always thought it was cool when somebody had like one of those huge train sets set up that made it looked like a neighborhood. I never set it up myself. I vaguely remember having some trains when I was a kid. Remember today, I was talking to my brother recently, and my brother, we were talking about like something or other, and then he said like, do you remember when we used to go to the Chinese market after we played basketball? And I'm sure we did. And like, I didn't remember it. Like it was like sixth or seventh. It was like sixth grade or something. So I should remember it. But it's just, there's so many things you forget. I guess it was like this Chinese grocery where we would go to get sodas. And when he said it, I kind of vaguely remembered it, but I just don't really remember it. So much stuff you don't remember. Linda says, you're not sure if it's your memory or someone else's or a picture taken. Maybe one day everybody will have like constant cameras on them, although that wouldn't be great. But the good thing would be about it is like you could imagine if your whole life you were wearing a camera, and then you could say, I want to see what my day looked like when I was 7 years old. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? How great would that be if you had like a GoPro on your entire life and you could just go back and see how much fun would that be? Like any moment in your life. Obviously there'd be really bad things about it, right? So it's kind of impractical and privacy issues and stuff. But that would be pretty cool. I mean, kids now probably record a lot of stuff from their childhood. You know? So even now, kids have a lot more stuff than adults now had from their childhood. It's so easy to take video. Denise says, I've often thought of that. I wonder how streaming and everything will change. I mean, YouTube isn't even that old, right? Jackie says YouTube started in 2005. Jeff says YouTube started in 2005. And how many years have people done live streaming on YouTube? I don't think a lot of people were doing live streaming initially. So who knows what, this whole field will be like. First guy is the video at the zoo. Yeah, I think we've talked about this before. I know I've looked it up, but the first YouTube video is it's just a guy at the zoo. I can't show it because it's somebody else's video. But if it's very short. I'm at me at the zoo. We talked about somewhere. We go. It's worth watching. It's just 19 seconds. Me at the zoo has 181 million views. I bet it has a Wikipedia page. It does. Me at the Zoo is the first video that was uploaded to YouTube in 2005. It is uploaded by the site's co-founder, Jawed Karim. It features him in front of the elephants in their old exhibit at Elephant Mesa at San Diego Zoo. It has over 100 million views. The transcript is all right, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they have really, really, really long trunks, and that's cool, and that's pretty much all there is to say. It's worth watching. Me at the zoo. That's the Wikipedia article. Dave Moss says he now owns the zoo. I don't think that's true, but still. Yeah, go watch it. It's 19 seconds long. I haven't really looked up like historical YouTube videos. Like I'm sure there's like the YouTube live stream and stuff like that. I should go back and look through that stuff. Jackie says YouTube was very simple then. Chris, I think now you have to have followers before you go live on mobile. You can go live on desktop, but to enable mobile live streaming, you have to have a certain number of followers. But that Me at the Zoo was not a live video. Me at the Zoo was just uploaded after. I don't even know that if they had live video when they started. Yeah, Jeff Haas says couldn't live without it now. It's such a resource now, YouTube. I use it way more now than I even did like a couple of years ago. Last night I was, like there's all these like random things. I know like when I sew a button on, I'll like watch a YouTube video on how to sew a button, I do that so often now. Where you just look it up on YouTube if you want to figure out how to do something. I never used to do it, but the last couple of years I do it all the time. Oh, Linda, I did sew a button on a stream. That is true. So much of the stuff I learned about minimalist shoes and stuff was all YouTube. Work 3D says I use it for everything. It's weird. I feel like there should be more articles about that. I feel like YouTube gets used so much in everyday life, And I never read articles saying, like, isn't it amazing how much YouTube gets used in everyday life? Like, it is a real tool. It's like a life tool. Chris S. says there's so much BS on YouTube too. Sure, there's all kinds of stuff. But I mean, you can search and find what you're looking for. But I feel like when you hear about YouTube in the media, it tends to be like very like star focused and stuff. You know, I think a lot of what people use it for is just everyday stuff. C. Michelle Sparks has learned how to change out my headlight. Clark Smith says it kept me sane during my year-long lockdown in Saudi Arabia. Oh, wow, you were in Saudi Arabia for a year. Wow. Harry says he and Phyllis first started watching Miranda Sings on YouTube. Sonic says his flight instructor recommends certain channel on YouTube. Finer Points. Oh, has anyone? I read a good review of this Dune movie. I read the book Dune like 15 years ago, a long time ago. And now there's a new movie, a new Dune movie. And I saw one good review of it. Does anyone know anything about this? Is it on Metacritic? Dune reviews Metacritic. 75. Generally positive reviews. Is this streaming? Is it in the theaters? How do you watch it? Southern Stitcher is excited for it. Dune is a sci-fi. A very famous sci-fi book. C. Michelle Sparks says, Dune is my thing, finish the series. I like the book. Oh, is it HBO Max? Is it, Tania? Really? How to watch Dune. Winteriscoming.net. HBO Max. October 22nd. HBO Max, October 22nd. And in theaters, I guess. There you go. I'm reading the fan-sided winteriscoming.net. See, winteriscoming.net, fan-sided, October 22nd. Interesting. Rick Hoppy says, I love the Dune book. The movie looks promising. I heard it tested well. I'll have to write myself a note to watch that. There has been at least one movie, and there's a very good movie about a version that never came out called, I think it's called Jodorowsky's Dune. Jodorowsky's Dune is a movie about a version of Dune that never came out. It's a very good movie. Jodorowsky's Dune is a documentary film that explores director Alejandro Jodorowsky's unsuccessful attempt to adapt Dune in the mid 70s. It's really good. It's been several years since I saw this movie, but it was really good. That's from Wikipedia. Thanks. I'm glad I brought that up because I didn't realize it was going to be on HBO Max. Mantronics has seen that movie. He liked it. That documentary. I like documentaries. I haven't watched many lately, though. All right, hang on a second here. See, Michelle Sparks says, if you weren't into the book already, you couldn't really have liked the original movie. There was no context. The documentary was Jodorowsky's Dune. Rick thinks the movie would have been terrible. Rick mentions the art. Yeah, they do. I mean, Rick is a very talented artist. They actually, I remember from the documentary, they show some of the art from the movie, some of the concept art. I guess Harry likes the stuff Crispin Glover does in Los Angeles. I am not familiar with that. Sonic says there's a Matrix Resurrections movie coming out. I'm so behind on movies. I don't know anything about what's coming out. Movies and new TV, I know nothing. I haven't watched like a new TV show in ages. So many shows. Oh. I can't, April Coco, I can't even remember whether I recommend the Dune novel because it was so long ago that I read it. It's like it's a very, very famous science fiction novel. Also, like, I think maybe it's the kind of, if I were going to read it again, I'd want to like kind of research like what the references are, and you know, it's about this society, and it's this that they're, I can't remember. It's like, what is it? They're on this planet, and there's this very valuable stuff on the planet, and that they're always mining this stuff. Let's see, what is it here? A spice, a planet which is the only source of the spice, a drug. So, anyways, I think when I read it, it's kind of thing. I some books, you know, the more background you know about the book, the better, the more you appreciate it. So I think if I was going to read it again, I'd want to like read more about the book and what it was, what kind of issues it was talking about, and that kind of thing. And the themes and stuff. Rick Hoppy says, excellent world building in Dune. Well, we'll see. Maybe a lot of us will watch it and talk about it. I'm gonna watch it when it comes out. This has been such a chill stream. Everybody's been well behaved this stream pretty much too. This has been like as about chill as streams get. April Coco says we can have a Lookner book club. I wish I had more time to read like random books. I'll report back when I'm finished reading the Born to Run book. Born to Run is this book that I'm reading, which is a lot of people. It was like important in like the minimalist shoe movement. But an interesting thing about the book is that it talks a lot about ultra running, ultra marathoning, where people run these 100-mile races, which I know nothing about, which is really interesting. But I'll talk about that more when I've actually finished the book. Linda Belk, one of our mods, says it's been nice. Sarah Joy says we lost our internet in our county. But it's been mellow. This is like the mellow stream tonight. Mellow Sunday night stream. Who knows? What news will present itself this week? You never know. You never know what the news is going to be. Harry says Phyllis lost internet at her store. Why? Why? Sarah Joy says they've been struggling to stay connected. I don't know where Sarah Joy is. Hey, Jacques Godbout is here. Right, Chris says there's a 9/11 anniversary. I don't think I'll be doing a stream on that, but there's all kinds of stuff. I guess CNN, I have it recorded, CNN was showing some sort of documentary on 9/11 tonight. I've seen the original one, it's very good. I think it's by these French filmmakers, but I think the one tonight they're showing is updated in some way. So I'm going to record that and watch it. I haven't done it in a while, but there have been several times when several times I have sat down. You can find, I think it's still there, you can find these sites online that actually have all of the archived video from coverage of 9/11, and you can start watching it like right after the first plane hit or even before. And you can literally just watch a network's covers for hours and hours and hours. And I've never done the thing where I watch like 9 hours of it, but I have a couple times watched like 3 or 4 hours straight. It's just so crazy and compelling to go back and watch it again and to hear how they were talking about it as it happened. But if you look around, there's one site, I don't know if it's called 9/11 Archive or something like that, but it actually has the different, you can choose the channel. Cindy says, I sometimes do that too. I've done it several times. I can never stop. Once I do it, I can never stop, turn it off. Yeah, Apple TV has a new documentary, but I don't have Apple TV. No one Pleasures mentioned that. This might be it. Is this it? I'd have to look around for this site. There's a site. Oh, is this it? This might be it. This says Understanding 9/11, a television news archive. Yes, this is it. Internet Archive, Understanding 9/11. So you can choose the day. I'll actually post the link to this. I just posted the link to it. But you can actually, they have, now I don't know what's still up there. They have CNN. The CNN is there. They have NBC. They have Fox. They have CBS. They have ABC. And BBC. Nanby says, I watched the Today Show footage in real time. The morning it was happening. It's still on YouTube. I was in Los Angeles in 9/11. I was on Pacific time, and by the time I woke up, one of the buildings had already fallen. And I didn't even realize it. Then I turned on the TV. It was very confusing. Manic Miner says, I've watched them all quite a few times. You know, I frequently flew from LA to Boston. You know, one or more of the planes was a Boston to LA plane. And I frequently took that route at that time. At that time, I was living in Los Angeles, and I would frequently go back and visit Boston. I wouldn't normally fly in the morning, though. Paul says he's gone back and watched the coverage of the JFK assassination. He says it's amazing how news coverage has changed. I mean, even now, the 9/11 stuff would be very different. Like an event like that would be very different because, you know, you didn't have individuals live streaming then. Also, people weren't taking videos regularly with like their phones. You know, there was no... I don't at all remember from 9/11 seeing like, this person took a video with their phone. Let's watch this. You know, like I remember the coverage on it online, but I certainly don't remember a lot of, you know, there were videos that came out, but I feel like it was more journalists taking them. Right, you know, so... With video cameras, says Jackie. Yeah, so, you know, it's so different now because everybody has their phone on their camera. Their camera on their phone. And people can live stream now very easily from their phone. And if they're not live streaming, they'll post it to Instagram. You know, if they're not live streaming, they'll post it to Instagram, you know, 15 seconds after they take the video. Yeah, I've seen the one from next door by college students, Jackie. That was crazy. Tony was watching iMiss in the morning when it happened. Anyways, 20 years ago. So that is, that's Saturday. The anniversary is Saturday. That might be the biggest news story I've ever experienced. Well, there was that, and then I also think in my lifetime, like the start of the first Gulf War. The first Gulf War in general was pretty huge. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be as Chris mentions, it would be like nonstop coverage. But I mean, but everybody was covering it nonstop. I mean, the networks were covering it nonstop for a couple days. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously big news stories, but we could all talk about big news stories. But I think 9/11 is probably the biggest story, the biggest event. Like, I feel like it's like I wasn't alive for JFK being assassinated, but I don't know if there's been a bigger event in my lifetime that I've experienced than 9/11. Yeah, I don't have Apple TV, so I can't watch that documentary Mantronics. I'd like to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it at some point. I mean, there's other events like the Japan tsunami and earthquake was a crazy event, obviously, and terrible. But there's all kinds of events. But in terms of just news in importance and everything, I mean, I don't know that there's been anything like that. I mean, like, Tiananmen Square was a big event, but like the coverage wasn't the same. And also, I was younger then, so. Anyways, if I had to bet, I don't think in my life, I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's more likely than not that I won't live through a bigger event than 9/11. I mean, that was a pretty big event. But who knows? I hope not. I hope I never live through anything as terrible as that. Anyways. Well, I'm sure there'll be obviously a lot of going back to it this week. Nan B says, 9/11 in my life was the biggest event for me. My father, it was World War II. Thank you, Doc Herbalist. Well, I'll certainly be watching some of the coverage of it. I followed it a ton when it happened. Then I was working at the time, so not that day, but when we went back to work, I was just constantly checking. I mean, Drudge Report was one of the big outlets reporting stuff. Drudge was doing. I mean, there weren't as many news sites then, and Drudge was doing this kind of real-time reporting, and you'd get more from them than you'd get from, like, the news networks. Drudge used to have a thing where if there was a big event, they'd put a siren on the site. And for 9/11, they had 2 sirens. No, Sonic, I was working on a TV show, and we just took a couple days off work, and then we went back into the office. I think we went in I don't know if we went in the next day. We probably went in at least 2 days later. So we were just there. It was just, I'm sure you guys, most of you were living through it. So I just remember the weird thing was during the day, you just didn't know what was going to happen. That was the really weird thing. You just didn't know what was going to happen, Like how many times in your life if are you in a situation where you're like, I don't really know what's going to happen? Like, I don't know if there's going to be some weird thing in the city I'm in right now. Anyways, and the 9/11 memorial is really worth checking out. I haven't been inside the museum. I'd love to go to the museum, but the memorial in New York City is really worth checking out if you're in the city. Very worth checking out. April was in Brooklyn. Remember seeing cloud of smoke over Manhattan for days after. "20 years ago. Wow. Notice this light is so bright out there. The red light. I realized it was so bright. Harry says we watch news 24/7. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I assume that light is for planes on the top of a building. I'm not positive. Well, so a lot of stuff about that's going to be on this week. Deservedly so. All right. Well, guys, I think we are getting close to that time tonight. But I do appreciate you joining me for this live stream, for this chill live stream. This is the most chill live stream we had for a while. Harry says, I still say a prayer for those that lost loved ones. Yeah, lots of people did. So, 20 years ago, certainly thoughts with everybody who lost somebody in that. All right, so, we will start the week. We'll see what kind of news there is. We'll have live streams. How much of it is on Agenda Free TV? I have no idea, but we'll do it. Hey, thanks, Sonic Summary. Episode 378, Haircut, Publix Power Out, Feet versus Hard Surfaces, Collins Genesis, LED Remote, Austin, Carlos Bird video, Jim Rubber Floor, YouTube through the years 9/11. Hey, thanks, Sonic, for the summary and for the donation. I really appreciate that, Sonic. Thank you. Thanks to our moderators, Linda Belk, AJ, Sarah Joy. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, moderators. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching. That includes the lurkers. Thank you. I'm going to run. I'm going to go for a little run, I think. Or try to. I'm going to try to. Thank you, Robin Banks, Known Pleasures, Sonic, Carlos Rosa, Seta, DePants, Lisa Remo, Tony Del Monte, Harry and Phyllis, Melcongen, Zipper, Denise Horton, Marzell, Chris Lund, Paula Faust, Michelle R., Jeff Curry, Barbara Hella, Pinhead, Judy Socket, MSU Kiwi, Linda Nielsen, C. Michelle Sparks, Strange Reverend, Dillamon, Chris S., D. Years, MSU Kiwi, LNG, Terry, Melissa McQueen, Edward Kim, TJ, Brutus, Letter Artist, Tania Henry, Jackie Morgan, Cindy Jones, John A. and Petey, Darren Markley. Don't forget, Lookner channel on Twitter. Sometimes I post some exclusive content there. At Lookner channel on Twitter. Stacks never came in tonight. Maybe next time. April Coco was watching. Thank you, April Coco. Also, Discord. The Discord. Most of you know about it, but you can chat with other viewers on Discord. Darren mentioned the Discord. Check out the Discord. You can chat with other viewers. The Lookner Fan Discord. The mods will post the link to that. Oh, thank you, Judy Socket. Yeah. Thank you for the muscles sticker, Judy Socket. My muscles don't look like that, unfortunately, but I will keep lifting every few days. Thank you so much, Judy Socket. I appreciate that. Tony, I will check out your link. Thank you, Tony Del Monte, for watching and for sending in the link to the video. Puzzle Mama. Mantronics. I hope everybody has a good Labor Day. If you're celebrating Labor Day or marking Labor Day. MSU Kiwi, TJ, thanks for watching. Brutus. Hey, thanks everybody who donated too. That's really kind of you. Super nice of you. Thanks. Thanks so much. Red Comics, thank you for watching. More foot updates later this week. I promise you that. The latest in foot news. See Unseen. Yes, great drummer. See Unseen, thank you for watching. All right, guys, it is time. It's time to wrap this up. Thank you for hanging out with me on Sunday night. Thanks for keeping it chill. And we'll do it again really soon. If there's big news tonight before I go to sleep, we'll do a live stream. All right, that is it. Thank you, mods. Thank you, watchers, lurkers, chatters, donors, everybody. And I appreciate you joining. We'll do it again really soon. Oh, Jenny Lasser, thanks for watching. Lithrone just got here. You'll have to rewind, Lithrone. I'm sorry. Dave Moss, thanks for watching. Okay, guys, that's it for now. See you very soon. Have a great start of your week.